We've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Carolina Panthers. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before.
Shut up.
Well, as I say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game.
Trying to run her over.
Momentum off the opening kickoff.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. It's caught by Thielen. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
I'm going to quick strike offenses, but this is taken down to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game. But not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Young. They'll roll him out right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged.
This one is going to be intercepted. And just shutting him off there. And the Cardinals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for James Conner. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game. The coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it with Conner. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Murray going to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Here's Murray. On the move to his left. This is taken in by McBride. 6-0 lead. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now here's Young, rolling to his left. The try, and he's brought down after a very nice game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now 2nd and 9. Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met it as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
That's complete to the receiver field, and he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks, don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football, as he did there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. To get the field goal, it's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
This is up and good from Pinheiro, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray now to throw.
Hey, shoot.
From the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Murray steps away. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that one's going to come up short, low throw.
But it looked like they marched to the end zone as a momentary roadblock for that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage has already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is incomplete with a penalty flag coming in. This is going to be a first down.
Unreal.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Throwing again, Murray on the move to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench, and they're to play each and every week.
A first down throw for Young. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And all the way inside the 15 before they grab it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Here's 2nd and 10. Young will set to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute it and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Open man is Mingo, complete. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Straight ahead with Hubbard. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Young quickly to the flat, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This is caught, and he is out of bounds here. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Young takes it on the sneak, and he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Panthers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that were put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you have confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here comes third and about a foot.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Ready.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On the double. 10 cycle. Set, huh?
Touchdown! DJ Chark, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take
He's fired.
You understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
On 2nd down, here's Murray, rolling to his right.
That's a stupid
He's got a
flag.
man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his... Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Oh, God. Look at the stupid ball.
Remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Elijah Higgins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Boy, they're down score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. That's caught by Mingo right side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line. Trouble, 38. Cut.
It's Young on first down. Shark's got it, left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. It's a lot of good plays on the move on first down. That's once again complete to Shark. He's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second down in the yard. Young to throw it. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of 40 before he's out of bounds.
Fool.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First and 10, Young. He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10 at the 40. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Murray now. Forced out to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first and 10, here's Murray. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. misses it. And NFL incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, listen, we know that kickers are not infallible. Every one of us knows that, but still, down by 3 in the third quarter, this is definitely a makeable distance. But he doesn't hit it quite right, and it remains a 3-point game.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. He completes this one to Mingo. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. On 1st and 10, Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cardinals will take over possession here up at the 44. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
The defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they have that momentum after getting the football. Now Zach turned back in the other direction. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll go again here at Hubbard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers had 6 to their lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there. And there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray, being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Connor up the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Murray now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Once again, it's Connor, and this time he's in for a Cardinal touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, some strong running. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Chris Barnes. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 37. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll run with Carter. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Carter again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Michael Carter taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken a 4th quarter lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run here with Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Again, it's Connor. 102 yards rushing for now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run forward with Connor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready?
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. They run with Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And quickly they get to the line. This is Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals will add to their fourth quarter lead. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Touchdown, Carolina. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And Young's going to throw for this. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal. And the Pigs get it the 7-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
It's a second down run with Sanders.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is third and goal. Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's first and 10. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's got McBride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's first and 10. Now Murray steps away to his left.
His running ability has been an extra dimension to their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Back to throw. Murray sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
What happened?
The Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
On the set.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this